Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video I want to show you how you can get from a reference image like this one to a 3D render that looks like this one. While I was searching online, I came across this interesting image and I thought I would challenge myself to create this entirely in 3D. To trace the bottle shape in 3ds Max we're gonna need a screenshot, so I'll do it now. And save. Let's check the image size. So this is the aspect ratio we need to remember. Start by creating a plane. 60, 25, and then just drag and drop the image on the plane. To model the bottle in 3D at the same size it would be in the real world, we have to scale it accordingly. So press F3 and drag a box. I would say that this is about 14 centimeters. Scale it to match the we can delete this one, we don't need it anymore. Now we can start modeling by going to splines, line, and just start adding points. It doesn't have to be perfect, we can tweak them later. And we can move this one to the center. Just add a lathe modifier. Move the axis. Now if we add the turbo smooth modifier, we also need to have some more support loops. This is our basic bottle shape. Now we're going also to need the pump mechanism. I already had this one modeled for a client a few years back, so I'm going to use this one. It's very detailed and very nice. And this is looking very good, it fits the bottle really great. We don't need the reference anymore, so we can delete it. Now let's make a plane. Make it an editable poly. Press 2 for edges. Start extruding, Ctrl Z to undo. F4 to see what we're doing. Select all the edge loop. Okay. Add a turbo smooth modifier, just so we have a nice backdrop. The materials are very simple. We have a black plastic over here, it's just a V-Ray material. With the plastic template applied, just change the color to a very dark gray. Then we have a material for the backdrop. This is a kind of a paper material. And here we have a white plastic material that is applied on the bottle. And this one has an image that acts as a bump map. I also want to add a subtle detail on the bottom of the bottle. So select this edge and the opposite edge and just move these up about that much. So this creates a very interesting shape. So before and after. I like very much how that adds just a bit of realism. I already went ahead and added the camera, and it is an 85mm lens. The exposure value is set at 13, and I also enabled the bokeh effects. And this is how the lighting setup looks. Let me walk you through what each of the different lights does. So let's open our light lister and disable all of them. So the first light we're going to look at is the dome light. Let's select it, and you can see that it has a texture. This is the texture applied. It's everything is basic, only the mapping type is changed, so it's a HDRI. This is what it looks like. Let's see what it does in the scene. So it's not lighting very much of the scene, but it's adding a nice diffused light as a base. So the next light that we're going to cover, let's select it. It's the light that's on the back, to the right of the subject. So it's going to cast the light over here. And this one also, I have modified the directional parameter to 0.9 and a multiplier of 6. It also has a very small size, 10 by 10 centimeters, so not a very big light. Let's turn it on. Let's render just this region so it won't take that much time. And you can see very fast the nice highlight that it adds, and it helps to better see the silhouette of the bottle. Let's go to the next light. Let me select it. It's the light to the back on the left of the subject this time, and let's enable it. This one has a slightly higher multiplier of 10, the same size, 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. This map isn't doing anything, it's unchecked over here. It also has a 0.9 directional parameter, so a more focused light on the subject, so yeah. Okay. So it adds this highlight over here, very nice. Okay, let's move forward. And we have this big light on the left. This also has a modified directional parameter. It's a 0.4. It has a 9, almost 9, a bit above 9 multiplier. It's a 40 by 60 centimeter light. It's placed not too far away from the subject. You can also play with light placement in regards to the subject. Some lights look better closer, some lights look better farther away. Also, we can play with the size just until we get the desired effect. So what does this light bring to the scene? Let's see. Also, let me check it. So it's a very, very nice soft light. It's illuminated from the left side of the bottle. Very nice. All that is left now is the main light. So this light is the main light of our scene, and it's adding this pattern of light in the scene. You might be wondering, how can we achieve that? And while I was looking at the reference image, I thought to myself the same thing. How can I achieve this effect? And let me show you something. While I was thinking what kind of image, what kind of texture might generate that effect, I remember that cowhides look kind of the same. So I did just that. Search for cowhide texture, images, tools, okay, large, black and white, and we can see a lot of textures. Some of them are free, some of them we would need to purchase. Any one of these could be used to create this kind of effect, especially these ones that are black and white and have the spots. So this is exactly what I did. I used one of these textures as a gobbo. And also I forgot to mention that this light uses this texture, and this is a very basic texture. It's a rectangle made in Photoshop and has a very kind of blurred edges, so it gives this effect. And last but not least, to me the bottle kind of looks incomplete if it doesn't have a label or something of some kind. So I created a material that it's a basic V-Ray material with the rubber preset applied, and I did put in here kind of a bump map. It's a stains texture, and I used a texture I created in Photoshop as an opacity map. You can see it here. So this is being used as an opacity map, and this is applied. Let me quickly unhide it. It's practically a V-Ray decal object, and this can be also wrapped around of the bottle. It's very easy to use. It has parameters and you can place it practically wherever you need. So with this, if we render it now, and there we have our final render. What do you think? How does it compare to the reference that we had initially? I liked it very much. I think it was a great exercise. Leave your thoughts down below. Also, tell me what other type of content would you like to see on the channel. I have a lot of things planned for the future, so I will be releasing regular updates in the next coming weeks. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, comment, and as always, you know that my Patreons are going to get the scene that we worked on in this video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.